Welcome back to the Valentine Show. I'm your host, Valentine, expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. I'm getting back into sports. I used to play in high school, baseball, football. I played basketball, but not for the high school, right? I played basketball in parks. I still do. Love basketball, right? I'm listening to a lot of media. I'm listening to a lot of ESPN. I'm listening to a lot of sports radio. I start listening to the Stephen A. Smith, who by far, and I mean by far, is the best sports commentator right now in the game. Stephen A. Smith. The man brings a dynamic that no other commentator brings excitement, brings entertainment, brings great analysis, commentary, off the chain, as they say in the hood, right? Excellent person. He just signed, I think, a big contract. Well deserved. The man is a genius, right? He comes in to talk about the whole situation with Myles Garrett and Mason Randolph. The people that don't know, obviously, there was a fight in the Pittsburgh Steelers Cleveland Brown games where this guy, Myles Garrett, for Cleveland, rips off the helmet from the QB Mason, right? Rudolph, and he hits him with it. It looks very violent. Some people are calling it assault. Some people are saying he should never play a game. Some people are saying that the QB should press charges against this guy, because at the end of the day, if it was on the street, that will be considered assault, right? But the NFL wants to, maybe it's in the interest of the NFL to not make this a whole big issue and let the NFL take care of it. They already have, banned, suspended Myles, right? Garrett. And who knows what else is coming down the line, right? But what I want to bring you guys' attention is this too. So Stephen A. Smith is talking about the situation. He's giving his comment, and then he brings this dynamic into play. This crazy thing that has to do nothing with anything. He brings it into the public arena. And this is just where it loses a lot of people. It loses me, people like me. It loses a whole bunch of people that say, we are not in this era anymore. What are you talking about, Stephen A. Smith? And you are 100% wrong. You're 110% wrong, Stephen A. Smith. This is why. He brings in the dynamic of racism into this situation. He says that
if you think for 1 second that a Troy Vincent, Executive VP for the National Football League, that a James Thrash or a Derek Brooks, appeals officers for the National Football League, who would hear this case, because there is a process that Myles Garrett will be granted. If you think for 1 second that their own ethnicity doesn't come into question, I don't give a damn what they say, it does. Now you might say, oh, Stephen A., what are you talking about? Why are you going there? I'll tell you why I'm going there. Black men are judged differently. They're mindful of it in a league that's over 70% black. That does not mean that the NFL would hand down a different punishment for someone white, because they wouldn't. It would be the same no matter what. But I'm saying to you, the level of disgust is exponentially elevated when it comes to us, because we understand how we're going to be judged. And we understand that when a Richie Incognito acts up, America says, what's wrong with him? When a black man like Myles Garrett acts up, America tends to say, what's wrong with them?
And he even talks about high executives in the NFL saying that they take into account their own ethnicity when they bring a judgment against the black players. But then he tries to bring it back and he says that, no, but the NFL judges equally, whether they're white or black. Like, why are we even talking about this when we have two football players and they should just be judged on their actions that each football player did, right? What they did. And I'm going to give him credit, because he does say that the NFL is full, is full of, the NFL is 70% black. So the NFL is not racist. They hire more blacks than white, and then any other race. Why? It's plain and simple. Blacks are better. That's just the way it is when it comes to the NFL, when it comes to the NBA. And But what gets me even more more amped up is that he wants to say that America judges different. America, the country. If you're white, they judge a different way. But if you're black, they judge a different way. He tried to compare it to some white guy named Richie Incognito, which is a troublemaker in the NFL. And he says that nobody noticed or nobody was questioning. And he says that people right away start asking if Myles has taken anger management classes. For this fact alone, he says that that's proof that, other people, other sportscasters are asking that, or in the press, conference when they are talking to the press, right? He's saying that people are asking that. And just because they're asking that, that means they're judging black players in the NFL differently than white players.
It ain't just him. It's a whole lot of people. Case in point for proof. Last night, during the press conference, in the immediate aftermath of the game with Freddie Kitchens, somebody asked Freddie Kitchens, has Myles Garrett received any anger management sessions, courses, classes? I forget the word they used, but they used anger management. I've seen plenty of white individuals lose their cool. I don't hear those questions asked during press conferences.
When I tried to look up some stats, but I couldn't. Of the people that support the NFL, I guarantee you this. I don't need no stats to see with my own eyes what I see in the stand all the time in NFL games. The people that support the NFL are predominantly white Americans, predominantly white people. And Stephen A. Smith trying to say that we, America, look at the color of the skin and we judge more harshly when the NFL is filled with 70% black. When the NFL, the people, the race that supports the NFL more are white people. America is racist. You lost me, Stephen A. Smith. You lost me there. You're a great commentator, but you lost me, man. You lost me. What you guys think about this? Shouldn't we be concentrating on what Myles Garrett did on the field and what Rudolph did on the field instead of the color of the skin? Why do we gotta bring it back to the color of the skin again? Remember to sub to the channel, to subscribe, to give me a comment. This channel is absolutely nothing without you guys. Remember, I touch on every single topic that I know a little bit about here. If you have a certain topic you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. I already know. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere, guys. God bless. Godspeed me, Valentine. I'm out.